Today I have something very special. I just picked this engine up. It is the Riverossi 2666 Allegheny, the Chesapeake and Ohio paint scheme. This engine, brand new, was worth about $600, just under $600. And I just bought this for $50. The guy lived right down the street from me, so I went, paid him in cash, picked it up, and just brought it home a few minutes ago. So I have history with this engine. I have seen this engine before. I've tested it before because he wanted me to fix it so he could sell it. I'm not going to tell you the problem with it until I bring it down to the layout, but there is a problem with it, and there's a reason why I wasn't able to fix it. So we're going to open it up real quick, and then we'll bring it down to the layout. There we go. This is the Riverossi Collectors Series. So right here we have some of the history of the engine, because I remember going through it, and it's the part stuff. I don't remember what this is. That's nothing. This is the certificate of authenticity, and then there's the engine. And then the tender is right there. The cab right here, the separate cab. This is the cab. If you were to buy this brand new, this is the cab that would come on your engine. And then the cab that is on the engine right now is the cab that would be in this spot. The reason for that is this cab on the engine now, which is the spare cab, is actually the full scale cab. This one is the scaled down version. When I last tested this engine, I was actually going to be buying it for $220. So what I did is I put a Katy coupler on the tender, and I put the full scale cab on, and then I ended up not buying it. And now, a few months later, I decided to call and see if he still had it, and he did. And we said $100 to start, and then he ended up calling me back and saying that if I would pick it up today at his house, that he'd give it to me for $50. So I went ahead and did it. He hasn't touched it since I brought it back. So we're going to go down to the layout, and we're going to put it on the track and make sure it still runs right. Alright, so here it is, all set up on the track. I decided to do the unpackaging off camera because it's very tricky. So I figured I will tell you why, or one of the reasons why I got this so cheap. This front set of wheels right here, the screw holding it broke into the frame, so it's stuck in the frame, and this is loose. If you pick it up without holding that set of wheels, they will come loose, the drive shaft will come out, and that was one of the problems that I discovered when fixing it, or going to fix it. The other thing is some of the details are loose. It's hard to see. Like this one's loose right here, and some are missing. Those aren't big deals, but the main reason why is this truck right here. It's still an amazing engine, and last time I ran it, it ran perfect. But I figured I'd do some of the details first. Right here, these are opening water hatch doors, and all of them open. It does have a backup light, a firebox glow light, and a headlight. The roof hatch opens, and the windows open and close as well. Those are just some of the features. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to back it up, and we're going to see if it runs. Alright, here we go. And it does. It runs exactly how I remember. And last time I had it, I actually disoriented the driving rods as well, because that's how it would be on the prototype because of wheel slips and everything like that. So I did that. But now I'm going to hook up some cars and we're going to run them around the layout with this engine. Alright, we got a nice sized train behind it. Obviously this engine can pull way more, but just as it hasn't been run in a few months, this is kind of like a break-in run for it, and I'll keep adding cars as I run it more. And I would guarantee I could pull all my cars in my yard if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I think this is a good start. So let's pull out. It's a very quiet engine. One of the tender wheels is kind of squeaky, but other than that, it runs really well and quiet. This is the first articulated steam engine I've had in a long, long time. And it's definitely the biggest engine I've ever owned. I'm glad I finally own it though. It's really a great engine. Alright, well, River Rossi definitely did a good job on this engine, and even though the front truck doesn't have a screw in it anymore, it still runs amazing. Look for a video probably next week on something else that's going to be coming in the mail. Until then, hope to see you next time.